We spent our day in the lovely city of Padua. It's home to about 250,000 people, and more than a quarter of them are students at the University of Padua. Our first stop was the Scrovegni Chapel. To visit, you first sit through a 15-minute video in a sealed room. It serves as a climate buffer that stabilizes temperature and humidity to protect the frescoes before each group enters. Inside is the greatest and most influential fresco cycle in Western art, painted by Giotto around 1303 to 1305. He introduced ideas we now take for granted, showing real human emotion, giving figures true dimensionality, and telling complex stories through images. This is where Renaissance art began. Next, we toured the University of Padua. At more than 800 years old, it's one of the oldest universities in the world. It was founded by students who broke away from the enforced orthodoxy of the University of Bologna, and it adopted the radical idea of free inquiry, a principle it still claims today, even while it is disappearing from many schools in the U.S. Galileo taught here for what he called the best 18 years of his life. That's his actual teaching desk. That model shows the world's first permanent anatomical theater. It had multiple steep stacked levels with students looking straight down at dissections. That's the view from the perspective of the corpse. This is Elena Cornaro Piscopia. In 1678, she became the first woman to ever earn a university degree. I bought myself a Padua hat and had a nice lunch. It's a very pretty town. Prato della Valle is one of the largest public squares in Europe and is lined with 78 statues of notable historical Paduans. While we were there, we noticed a small sign for the Museo del Precinema. It sounded interesting, so we went in and it was fantastic. It's a museum about movies and visual storytelling before movies and TV existed. My favorite exhibit lets you slowly shift a scene from daylight to nighttime just by moving a light source. Our next stop was the Abbazia di Santa Giustina. Wow, it's enormous. And that music you're hearing? That was actually being played live while we were there. It was a kid learning to play inside a giant church. How cool is that? Our final stop was the Basilica of St. Anthony of Padua. If you're familiar with the school St. Anthony of Padua in the Woodlands, it's named after the same guy. He also happens to be the St. Anthony that the city of San Antonio is named after. So Padua is where Renaissance art started, was the home of Galileo, and they didn't deplatform him. It's also the home of the first anatomical theater. It's where the first woman graduated, and it's the home of the saint that San Antonio was named after. Great city. Great day.